Okay, so hi Zafir, welcome back. So now we'll be doing the balance assessment. So basically there's two types of balance assessment, which is static and dynamic. So we're gonna do the static balance assessment first. So this assessment is called the stock test. Okay, so I'm just gonna show you a quick demonstration how we're gonna do it. So where we're gonna start is placing our hands on our head. Okay. The next thing we need to do is put our non-supporting foot on top of our supporting foot's knee. So an example is basically, if you're gonna be balancing on your right leg, right? So what you do is place your left feet on top of the right knee. Okay. So after doing this, so to so-called start the timer, right? To start the assessment, I need you to be on your heels. So raise your heel. So just be doing this motion. Okay. So I'll give you time to practice about 1 minute or so to get you comfortable doing it for both of your legs, and then from there we're going to start the assessment itself. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so now you have already give yourself 1 minute to try. So let's do the test itself. But before that, once the test occurs, right, some things to take note of is that the test will end if your hands are off your hips. Okay, that's the first one. The second one is either your supporting foot starts to like swivel or move, or you're hopping. That's considered the test ended. And then in terms your non-supporting foot, so which is this foot, right? It slips off and or loses contact with the knee. So that's when we will end the test. And then lastly is that the heel of your foot will touch the floor, so to indicate that you have ended the test. Understand?
Yes.
Okay. So I'll be giving you 3 attempts to do, and to do on both feet. Is okay?
Yeah.
Alright. So I'll be just behind here to stand so that in case that you fall. Okay? So I'll just start the timer. Ready? Okay, ready in position first. Alright. Careful. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, just 1 second. Okay, so now let's do the other leg. Yeah. Hold on, huh? Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Okay. Alright, so welcome back. We'll now be doing this dynamic balance assessment. So this dynamic balance assessment is also known called the Tandem Gait test. So there's many different tests, but this will be the test that we will be doing to see how well you're able to balance while walking forward and backwards. Okay, so basically, I'm just going to show you a quick demonstration. So when doing this test, what was the first thing I'm supposed to do? Our starting position will be this way, whereby we are already in line with the tape that's on the floor, right? Okay, so this is our starting position. So when I say go, make sure you are walking from heel to toe. So make sure your toes are touching your heel. So ready? Okay, I'm just going to go further. So once you reach the end, right? So let's say once you reach this, I will then tell you to move backwards. So for you to move backwards, okay, make sure that doing the same motion where your heel is touching your toe, and then move backwards. Okay. So there are some things that you need to take note of. So some of the errors are like, with your legs, making sure your leg is touching the line. So if your legs is not touching the line, it means there's one error. Okay. When you are swaying your body from left to right, that's another error. And then lastly, your heels are not touching your toes. So there's a total of 3 errors in total. Okay. So I like you to stand in the front position. Okay. Right. And go. Okay, now walk backwards. Okay, and that's it for the dynamic balance assessment. Okay, so thank you so much. Okay, so we're back after doing the balance assessment. So we have done the stock test and also the tandem gait test. So both are static and dynamic. So in terms of your stock test, your first attempt was quite poorly done. So in terms of your right leg was 2 seconds and your left leg was 4 seconds. Yeah. But after doing the first attempt, you improved much more better during the second and third attempt. So it was 10 seconds and 30 seconds respectively. Yeah. So one of the things that I noticed was that you were really lacking the core strength, and that causes you to have like proper imbalance whenever you're doing the test. So one of the recommendations that I could give you is doing a single leg raises. So that really helps to stimulate like the action of doing the stock test itself. Yeah. And then in terms of the tandem gait test, you did pretty well in that test itself. Overall, your overall performance was very good, but in terms of the errors, there were two main errors that you did, which was it goes hand in hand where you wobbled once while walking backwards, and then due to that, your foot was off the line. Yeah. So in order for you to help do better in terms of your balancing, right? The most simplest exercise for you to do is planking, because having a good core strength, right, will allow you to be more stable when doing the balancing assessments, or just balancing in general, whether you're using one leg, two legs, moving forward or backwards. So yeah, that's about your balance assessment. So thank you.